far as best showers on the trip, I'm gonna have to go with Tenaya Lodge. The Tenaya Lodge spa showers were perfect and exactly what the doctor ordered after weeks of camping, and camping is pretty intense.
Zion National Park, I think, was up there with having a really nice shower. And Bar Harbor, I'm enjoying the showers here.
So for me this summer, probably my favorite shower was...
Wait. Abe, let's be honest here, folks. Abe doesn't shower. Abe, when have you showered on this whole trip?
I took a bath in that one creek in Utah.
Totally doesn't count. Totally does not count.
The best shower I had all summer was at the Tenaya Lodge at Yosemite, although those aren't really for campers. So the best campground showers were at the RV park we stayed at in Moab. It was called Moab Valley RV. Go there, take a shower. They're awesome.
Best pool?
Best swimming pool.
For the best pool, you need to ask Kate. She was the pool expert on the tour.
What kind of question is that? Is there even pools in national parks? That one, you're gonna have to go to my good buddy Kate. She frequents pools.
Best pool. This is impossible. There were so many good pools on this trip. The pool at the Tenaya Lodge at Yosemite is gorgeous. Oh, I found a pool at the Bar Harbor Harborside Hotel. Amazing. There was also a really good pool at the RV park in Springdale. It was called Zion Valley RV, I think. That was a good pool. There's a lot of good pools. I love any pool, really. There's a great pool at our campground here. Yeah, there's a lot of good pools around. Also, there was the pool. Oh my gosh, there was a pool in South Dakota that was $5 to get in, and it had water slides and one of those umbrella things that, like, the water falls on you, and one of those things where the buckets flip upside down and dump water on your head, and a high dive, and it was amazing. That was a community pool. I forget the name of the park. Sioux Park. $5. Fantastic. There was a great pool in St. Louis. That one was $8 to get into. It was only open 2 days a week, but it was fantastic. I would also say that my best day off usually had to do with a pool, but that sounds lame because this is a national park tour. I don't want to only talk about pools. So I'll say that the ocean in Maine is fantastic too. I swam there, and there are lots of good swimming holes in the Smoky Mountains where I also swam, and in Virginia where I swam.
Best restaurant. Hands down, Oscars. Hungry? Don't blame Oscars. Oh, Oscars is located in Zion National Park area, if for anybody who's interested in going. And they have a billboard, and their menus all say, "Hungry? Don't blame Oscars." And they're not kidding. No joke. You get a ton of food. It's so yummy.
This is a toss-up between two. Oscars in Springdale, Utah, which is right outside of Zion, and Cafe This Way in Bar Harbor, Maine, right outside of Acadia National Park.
Best restaurant is gonna have to go to Galen's in downtown Bar Harbor. During happy hour, they have Maine lobster for $16. Delicious.
I love Oscars in Springdale, which is in Zion National Park. They have the best Mexican breakfast omelet I've ever had in my life. Amazing. Although the This Way Cafe in Bar Harbor, I went to for breakfast every single day I was there. So that was a close second. Best tennis courts. That's not really a category. I just added it because I played tennis in every park. The best tennis courts were in Springdale, Utah, near Zion National Park. There were also really good tennis courts here in Bar Harbor at the Harbor Club. Also, there were really good tennis courts in Kentucky and the Rocky Mountain National Park, Estes Park, Public Park, and South Dakota. Tons of tennis courts with lights. Also, pools everywhere in South Dakota. A lot of pools. Yep.
Best personal story.
This entire summer has been, one of the most amazing experiences. I've gotten to see places that I wouldn't otherwise have had an opportunity to see. And not only is it going to these national parks that gets me to these places that I never would have seen, but it's also getting out on my feet and hiking out into these parks and climbing some mountains and hiking in water and snow and ice and dirt and everything else to see some of the scenery and just the landscape and the change from one state to the next. This nation, there's such an extreme difference from one place to the next, and I love it all. The wildlife, just my mind was blown in the Grand Tetons and Yellowstone area. I mean, I saw 4 grizzly bears, and that was one of my missions, was to see grizzlies. I wanted to see wolves too, never saw them, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to continue to seek them out. The grizzly bears, there was one actually asleep on the side of the road. It finally woke up. I watched it wake up. I watched him cross the road, and when he crossed the road, he literally walked a car's length away from me, behind a car that was parked behind the car that I was in. Don't worry, I was safe. I stayed inside the car, but I did pop up through the sunroof to videotape, and he had no care in the world about any of us. He just wanted to keep foraging for food, but that doesn't mean he couldn't turn on any one of us in a second and do some damage. I just love the parks, and I just say stay safe.
So I'm just going to wrap up my entire summer in one story. Lone guy traveling with 3 girls, visiting 14 national parks and having a blast.
My best personal story is I got to spend a summer visiting 14 national parks, collecting stories from amazing people all over the country about national parks, and camping for like 13 weeks and cooking on a fire and hanging out with Abe, who also happens to be my husband, and making new friends, and capping it off with a trip to Acadia, which is a national park that I've always wanted to go to, and being pleasantly surprised at Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and the Tetons, which is honestly a national park that was never on my radar and is now one of my favorite national parks, and a town I'm considering buying a vacation home in, Jackson, Wyoming. Amazing town. So I guess that's my personal story. Cheesy, but true. Bye, guys.
I'm gonna stick to my guns and talk about Shenandoah. I know I've been talking about it like the whole time, and it was pretty much near the beginning of the trip, but I think the team, it was just also brand new for all of us, and we were all just kind of feeling each other out, and we did this 5-mile hike in Shenandoah National Park, and it was just a time where we, you know, the 4 of us on the trail having a great time, sharing some laughs and getting to know each other. And I mean, it absolutely seems like forever ago, because now we're all a family. Blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this summer for all of us, but to me, that is one of my fondest memories. Just, I think because it was like new, and it was just exciting, and